So Rafi, what's Plug-in India been up to?
Well, this month, Plug-in India has been traveling and we visited Bengaluru. There's a lot of interesting stuff happening there, Amit.
Okay.
So, we visited the Ather Experience Center there.
Okay.
And they're really well designed, elegant designs where easy to read text, a lot of awareness being done over there, where people are taught about electric mobility and sustainability in general.
Okay.
And there are about 4 or 5 engineers there who will answer all your questions about anything you would want to know about electric vehicles.
Sounds interesting. I would love to go there.
Oh yeah. There was a caveat there though where Kamlesh and Abhishek were really disappointed.
What happened?
Well, what happened was they saw the Ather Experience Center and they realized that Mahindra with Mahindra Electric was in this space in 2010 and they had just acquired...
Yeah, they were the first movers.
Exactly. Yeah. They had the Reva technology, they had that beautiful cute little classic Reva, and they had Sun to Car, Car to Home, charging kiosks, a whole bunch of technologies.
Yes.
And
by now they should have actually had
with this kind of approach.
Experience center of their own.
Yeah, creating a whole new category of mobility.
Yes.
That's the vision that would have pulled them ahead.
But we should actually maybe thank Ather.
Oh yes, Ather, thank you very much for providing these wonderful experience zones. Plug-in India, being an electric vehicle platform, promoting electric vehicles, really appreciates the work you've done.
Now, let's move to, you know what, if you haven't seen the show before, let me just take you through what we're going to cover today.
Sure.
Yeah. So, we're going to go through the EV news,
right?
the Twitter world,
right?
Patreon caller. I have the power, where we're going to feature EV news, EV stories actually,
right,
from our viewers, and the community charge point watch. Also, a giveaway for the MassTech charging point.
Yes. So somebody gets a free charger.
Yes, maybe.
Hello.
Hello, hi Ranjan.
Hey Rafi, hi.
Yeah, this is Rafi from the Plug-in India Show, and with me is Amit.
Hi Ranjan, how are you doing?
I'm good, Amit. Thanks for calling.
Yep, and
we would like to know about the Blu-Smart taxi mobility service. I guess you're in Delhi, and you can tell us something more.
Yeah.
Yes, I am aware of the Blu-Smart taxi service, which has been giving a few ads on online media for a while now.
Right.
I've also seen their e-Verito taxis on quite a few occasions because they have a point-to-point service. So they are doing Gurgaon to Greater Noida and anything in between that route. And because my mobility in the city is also sometimes on that route, I do come across their taxis. They are, like I said, they're only point-to-point. So they're doing Greater Noida to Gurgaon.
Okay, so it's like from Gurgaon to Greater Noida, as you said. So a particular point to B, but I cannot hail just like any other Ola or Uber.
I don't think that service has started yet. And I believe, well, that's my assumption that there are a couple of reasons for that. One of them being, I think, they don't have that many taxis at the moment. They've got something like 50 to 70, I believe.
70 is what we also know.
Yeah, so they started off with that. And secondly, I don't think there are any fast chargers in a lot of other locations in the city.
So they want to keep the distance in control so that they could have the cars to be charged at the right time.
Correct.
Anything on the pricing? Any idea?
Because I've never really, needed to book it. I've heard that the pricing is slightly more than it's between. So there are two other taxi companies which obviously service radio taxis. One of them being Ola/Uber, which are almost same on pricing, and there is one on the higher end which is Meru or Easy Cabs as it was earlier.
Right.
So this I believe is somewhere in the middle, which I think should appeal to a lot of customers and consumers, considering that all of their cars are e-Veritos, which are sedans, and not mini or micro like you have in Ola.
Just in case, if you have to take a Blu-Smart, would you go for it?
If I had to, I would surely opt that as as my first preference, because a lot of times I do have to take public transport from my office, which is coincidentally on their route, from my office to catch a flight at the airport. which currently if my driver's around, I use my own electric cars, but there are a lot of times I might have to actually.
So basically, you would go for a Blu-Smart taxi mobility.
Yes, I would. In fact, I have looked up their pricing, and they've got like fixed pricing from Noida to airport is something like, I think 500, 600, which is as good as well. There are no diesel cabs anymore, so the CNG standard CNG cabs which your neighborhood taxi wala rate.
Great, Ranjan. Nice to know about the Blu-Smart service in Delhi from you, and thank you so much.
Thanks, Ranjan.
Most welcome. Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Take care.
Bye.
All the best. Bye.
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 Well, if you live in Delhi NCR region and this is your route, this is your commute,
Say
Blu-Smart-
Gurgaon to Greater Noida, go for a Blu-Smart if you can, and if you do so, see if you can send us a video. We can feature it in our I Have the Power section. So let's move to the second news for the day.
Right.
And we're talking about Revolt Motors.
Yes, new company which is manufacturing motorcycles.
Motorcycle?
Yes.
I haven't seen a EV motorcycle yet.
There are many companies like Revolt, like Torque and Hero
I think they
Motocorp
just keep talking about it and they never
and we
get
never
into the
see a
market.
product. Yeah.
Yeah.
But these guys, Amit, are pretty aggressive. Like the founder, Rahul Sharma, who also happens to be the founder of Micromax,
Okay.
has said that they'll be here in June this year.
June.
That's a pretty aggressive deadline.
It's my birthday. Maybe I could buy one if
Oh,
they
yes.
actually launch it. Let's see.
Yes, I mean, we're used to hearing a lot of sounding seemingly good news. Nothing pans out. Well, they
So
say
tell me something about the bike, no?
the bike is supposed to compete with 125cc motorcycles.
Okay.
These guys are planning to manufacture about 1.2 lakh units in the matter of a year.
Okay.
So, which is a lot of motorcycles.
Yeah, impressive.
And the bike is going to give us a 156 kilometer range.
The range is good.
Yeah, so that's, I think, good for city driving.
Yeah.
And it says it can do an incline of 10.2 degrees. So
Which
that's
should,
pretty
yeah.
steep. And
City-wise, I think it's pretty good.
Yeah, we
get onto a flyover easily.
exactly that shouldn't be an issue.
Yeah.
So these guys have already gotten themselves certified by ARAI, the Automotive Research Association of India.
Okay.
And the homologation process is done.
Very nice.
So which means
So
they're
they're
almost
going on track.
Oh yes.
And we hope that in June they launch it.
Yes.
So we have Torque, we have Ather, we have now Revolt Motors.
Revolt Motors.
And we just hope now these actually get launched. But
Yes.
what are the Heroes and the Bajajes doing
I
still?
know. The
They only
big
have
ice.
scooters and no bikes. Whereas they are
Yeah.
very good with ice bikes. But
Exactly.
they don't want any EV bikes to come into the market.
No, they
Why?
just keep on doing what is required to entertain the public and distract them. They have a prototype
that's
which
what-
they launch
yeah.
and they go back to ice manufacturing. So big ice we could call them, just like we have big oil, these guys are big ice.
The guys.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Rahul Sharma has done his study well. He must have studied the market and understood that big ice is not going to step into manufacturing
understand.
anytime soon. He
Yeah.
finds a niche market. He
And
has
that's
taken
why
his
he's,
shot.
yeah. So
Yes.
let's look forward to the role.
Oh,
Revolt.
yes.
So Rafi, any news on which are the new EV bikes that are coming
Oh
in
yes.
the market?
There's Talk, which
Okay.
says they'll launch in 2019.
Okay.
There is Ultraviolet.
Ultraviolet.
That's a new name.
Mm-hmm.
And now we have Revolt. So we've got 3 players at least in the market who are saying they'll launch motorcycles.
Great. And with 80% of the vehicles in the market being
Being
two-wheelers,
two-wheelers.
I think they have a huge market to tap.
Massive
So
potential.
EV bikes get going.
Exactly. Sounds good.
Yeah. So let's move to a Tata EV news.
Yes. That's
Or
a
shall we
company.
say bye-bye?
Bye bye.
Because,
Tata.
it's been a while. 2018,
Yes.
they came up to the Auto Expo and they had huge plans.
Right.
That 2019, we should be able to see something, but I don't really see anything happening.
Yeah, they had showcased more than 4 versions of electric vehicles. They had cargo and other transport options. A lot of stuff was shown.
Yeah, the Tiago, the Tigor, and many others,
Yeah.
which were
Where
pitched
are they, Tata?
and they were pitched against
Yeah.
usually
Exactly.
the other cars, right?
Right. Like the Tigor went against the Maruti Wagoner. The Tiago, I believe.
And the best is Tigor or the Maruti Wagoner, none are there.
Neither are in the market.
EVs.
So it looks like these guys are just competing against each other,
Yeah.
saying things and making big PR announcements. just to satisfy, I suppose, their egos or the market, whoever is.
Yeah, it's just, I think, PR.
Yeah, mindless
PR. Like, Tata, what are you doing? Like, where are the EVs? Are you even planning?
Exactly.
What is the vision?
What is the vision exactly? Are you going to launch anything? The only reason why they did it was for the ESL.
These are all hypothetical.
Right.
Right? Like, they're just talking about something that is going to be there. We'll make one prototype, put it in the Auto Expo, and then forget about it.
Yeah, please the public. H2X has been announced. The Altroz EV has been announced.
Yeah.
Again, hypothetical.
Completely.
This is
it going to be a Tata, as I said, started with a bye-bye, or is it actually going to happen with a Tata EV car in the market?
That's we take anything that big big auto announces with a pinch of salt.
Yes.
So that's how we're going to take this news article.
We just wait. So hope to see a Tata EV soon.
Yep.
So Rafi, let's move to the next news, and let's talk about there are lots of e-bikes in different cities which are the last mile connectivity.
Right.
And there are certain things that we need to, or we have to follow or focus on. Can you just throw some?
Oh yeah, basically this is ride sharing, electric cycles, electric bikes, and here what happens is there is this cycle which is left to the public to utilize, and there is no attendant standing over there to make sure things are all good.
Right, so people have to be more sensitive and caring
towards
it.
We need to develop a kind of an etiquette so that the parking is done in the right spot. If the bike is not charged, it's put on to charge.
Right.
And theft and vandalism is also a big issue.
Okay.
So this is something that we need to develop, and there is technology there. Like there are these GPS sensors which tell you where the cycle is, and they won't allow you to lock it unless it's in the right spot. They have these zones.
So they are doing their part,
right,
to make sure that this last mile connectivity service of e-bikes works well. What we have to do as consumers or people who will be using it is to be more etiquette or caring and
more conscious and maintain the service. And well, they have a wonderful rating system there, which the next user rates the previous user.
Oh, nice.
And that way they get more or less credits or some kind of a score. Right. So the charges might increase or decrease, or they may be more likely to be given a cycle.
That's a really nice thing also, like, because if I don't use it properly, I may get negative points.
Right.
And I might end up paying more, that's why.
Yeah. And there, I suppose, is a reward for using it appropriately as well.
Great. So I guess, guys, be caring.
And develop ride-sharing etiquette.
With e-bikes.
With e-bikes.
So Rafi, the next news is actually making news.
Right.
And this was news created by us.
PluginIndia is the source of news for other news agencies.
Yeah, like Cartoq and Indiatimes and News 18. They featured one of our videos and they made it into a news for themselves, which in a way is a good thing, but there was other news. There's so much EV news in the market.
That's happening.
But they had nothing else to show.
Right. So you want to tell them what this news was about?
Yeah.
Well, there was Suresh ji who did more than 100,000 kilometers in his electric vehicle, and we had done an interview with him, and this is something that caught the fancy of the mainstream media.
And they all took it, and all the auto portals got heavy with them.
Yeah, somehow we feel they just use these kind of articles to publish sensational stories, and then they get more views. And they should expand their coverage beyond re-reporting.
But you remember there was a news about that Maruti launching a car which was 700 kilometers.
And the news carried it. The CEO didn't say anything about it.
Yeah.
And it just made
so it was
a
lot
fake
of
news. Yeah, it fake news. It made a lot of views and a lot of subscriptions for a lot of media channels, but that's it.
That's it, yeah. But you know what, Rafi, I feel that, we really strive hard. We strive hard to get news at Plugin India.
Yeah, we're very passionate.
We go, we do our reviews, we go meet users. So, if you would like to support us in our, motto to keep giving you pure EV news.
To continue doing what we love a lot.
Yeah. Go ahead, like, subscribe, join us on YouTube.
Yeah,
become a Patreon member. You can also,
Yeah.
get
Cool
some cool new merchandise from our website, Plug in
yeah.
India.
Go ahead.
And also, you can also buy e-bikes from there. So let's go to the Twitter section now.
Twitter.
So the first tweet for the day is from
Energy.
Ather Energy, and it says #Chennai, we are on our way. Pre-orders are open
In June.
And I think they launched this whole thing with a very cool video, and the video is actually it's showing
Cruising around, going all the way to
and,
reaching Marina Beach.
Yeah, and that's how they announced that whole Chennai bit.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well done. And there are other cities also in line, and Hyderabad is next, and then comes Delhi, and then comes Mumbai, and Mumbai is the last. Yeah.
Mumbai is the last as always.
So wait and watch. We'll see how it goes for the other cities.
Yeah. Also, you can also check out the video which we had done on Ather. The link will be mentioned below.
We've already crossed 140,000 views. So go ahead and click on it.
Yeah. So Rafi, let's talk about the next tweet.
Right. This is Mahindra Electric, and they've made a good sale of about 50 Mahindra e-Veritos to Uber.
Yeah, I guess Mahindra really requires that.
Right.
Don't you think so? Like, because the way they're going, I guess that's the only way for them to make big sales. 50 EV vehicles in Hyderabad. With Uber. Interesting.
So you can see a lot of electric taxis
in Hyderabad also.
Yeah.
Shall we move to the next tweet, Rafi? I think we're talking about LightSpeed. LightSpeed is e-bikes, and they're talking about a weight loss challenge.
Yes, they have this weight loss challenge, and there is this guy who has already lost about 15 kilos using his LightSpeed e-bike.
Wow.
So that's been featured in this tweet.
So he had to really ride the bike.
Oh yes, oh yes. So it's not like a lazy man's bike. It's something that keeps you pretty active.
Yeah. So I guess this will be the pedal assist e-bike.
Right, it'll have pedal assist, and so he's moving his legs, he's doing the cycling bit. It just
it's a
makes
good
it a bit
thing.
easier.
I think it's a great way to go. Lightspeed, good work.
Very encouraging.
Yep. Shall we move to the next tweet, Rafi?
Yes, this is Okinawa. Now, Okinawa...
whoa, it scares me already now.
Oh,
Okinawa deleted this tweet. We had this tweet and they deleted it.
And they deleted it. It's because it's about something negative. Their dealer has been...
it says the dealer is frustrated by Okinawa, right?
Right.
And he is talking, he tweeted it that there was a lack of support from Okinawa.
He's shown a picture of the burnt controller board and...
what's going on, Okinawa? Please tell us. You can maybe leave a comment on our page.
Yeah, at least they publicly acknowledged it in Twitter. That's what we thought. But then they deleted the tweet.
Which is scary. Like, people, Okinawa, you can't do that.
You can't
Own
trust
up to
them.
what you have, make those amends, and go ahead. That's how consumers love that.
Right, and support your dealers.
Yeah.
The dealers are the backbone of your business. Give them adequate support.
Yes. So Okinawa, get going, come on.
Yep.
So Rafi, shall we move to the next tweet, which is about Yulu bikes?
Right.
What are these?
Amit, we've got a user of Yulu e-bikes. These are basically electric cycles which are given on rent.
Okay.
You drive them from point A to point B. This is a last mile commute solution.
Okay, and it says it was economical. So I guess he spent like what? What does he say here? 50 bucks?
50 rupees for 15 kilometers. That's awesome.
Cheap.
Less than a rupee per kilometer.
And it took him 41 minutes and it's eco-friendly definitely because it's an e-bike.
Right, and very convenient. You find them on every corner. So
great.
Good service that's coming up.
Now let's move on to our Patreon caller. So we have a Patreon caller, Saurabh, calling. So let's take the call.
All right.
Hi, Saurabh. This is Amit from PluginIndia Show, and I have Rafi here with me.
Yep.
Yeah, hi guys.
Yeah, Saurabh. It's nice to speak to you.
Right, hi. So I've been following PluginIndia for a long time, and I guess you people are doing an excellent job about putting out.
Thank you so much for that, Saurabh.
And I'm also very much interested in the whole EV space, and I think there is potential for that, and more in India.
So I'm also part of the EV rally, which was done from.
Right. That was the first rally, the Delhi to Sariska one.
Correct. It was great fun, and it was also very nice.
That's pleasant memories.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a fun drive. We had music and we had a lot of good company. And
correct.
Sure. Is there something specific about the EV world going on right now that's on your mind, Saurabh?
So it's like one. See, I don't have a EV yet. I would love to get one, but the challenge has been that. Like Mahindra has been the early player in the EV space, and I have test rode both the E2O and E2O Plus.
Right.
But again, they do fall short from an experience that one would actually buy them, because one is in terms of the whole driving experience around the ride quality in terms of handling or suspension. Right. So that's been there. So one is still waiting for a better car to come, which one could use for a city drive.
So the E2O and E2O Plus don't actually quite come up to your standard, you would say.
Correct.
Yeah, and you talk about experience. Tell me about the experience at the showroom. That's something that we have been very concerned about.
See, from a showroom perspective, definitely in terms of from an EV standpoint, I believe it would have been better to have separate showroom for a EV.
Right.
So you're saying Mahindra Electric should have a separate showroom for electric vehicles?
Without the petrol and diesel interference. Because we've had some people tell us that they went there to buy an E2O and they were convinced to buy another petrol or a diesel car instead. So the salesmen themselves were not able to convince him, and that's pathetic, Yeah, and these big companies are mainly all about bureaucracy. In the end, we find that they're so stuck in their mold, in their way of working and a rigid management system. They are not able to deliver the kind of flexibility you need in this kind of market where you're creating a new product, right? It's a whole different way of transportation. It requires awareness, it requires passionate people who know their stuff, who know more than just about selling cars. It's about the environment and sustainability in general also.
And also in terms of even the new weight, it's far better in terms of, let's say, handling and ride quality. But again, given the pricing, it's too expensive.
Yeah, very expensive. We agree with you there, Saurabh. These guys have been inflating. We feel they've been inflating the prices.
Yeah, Mahindra is actually doing nothing. They just took the cars and they made electric.
Yeah, mass production.
Made them electric and then they just put it in the market. And then, actually speaking, they could be much better, but they're actually doing nothing about it.
Yeah, so we feel that there's a lot of scope there, and we're hoping.
Even though they were the first movers, as we were talking earlier.
Yes.
I said I hope that changes. So people must be more aware in terms of if there are any.
Yeah, because we want Saurabh to be driving a Mahindra electric car soon,
or any
an
other
electric car.
Exactly.
Because
we want you to have an EV.
So many companies, Rafi, talking about electric vehicles, but nobody's actually getting it out in the market.
Yeah.
We just keep hearing about things. Tata to
kind of like they're just trying
Hyundai.
to checkmate each other. So if one company says I'm going to do this, the other company does the same thing. They come up with prototypes in their auto expo stalls, and that's all they're doing.
And that's about it.
And we were horribly disappointed when they had the E2O Sport, and when they already had the Halo. So the only company I get to bash is Mahindra. I wish there were more companies that I could say bad things about. But we want them to join in, and we'll give you a fair deal of criticism, and you guys can then improve, and we'll correct ourselves. Yes. And we'll be happy to do so.
Is there anything else you would like to add, Saurabh?
I think that's about it. So
thanks, Saurabh. Thanks for sharing. I know it comes from your heart. So guys, companies, managers, top management, all of those who are sitting on their chairs, get up and do something. This is what people like Saurabh want. Yep.
Thanks, Saurabh, for calling in.
Thanks. Yeah.
So let's move to I Have the Power. Great. So we have a video that we're going to be showcasing here from Anubhav Kundu from Kolkata.
Oh yes, Amit, he's a regular contributor to Plug in India. We have a lot of conversations with him on Facebook.
Great.
And he's found a DC fast charger in Kolkata.
Let's look at the video.
So hi guys, this is Anubhav from Plugin India. I am actually standing near the ESC Kolkata office, and I am standing right in front of the charging station, which is actually a DC fast charging station, and already there is a e-Verito car hooked into it. So we will just now check out that how it all works. Okay, so this is a part of a pilot project that CESC has undertaken to just install charging stations. And so now, looking at, and this is one of the pilot e-Verito cars. You can see it's written in CESC electric vehicle. And this is the charging station here. So what do you get here? You get the AC input, the DC output, and the alarm service here. This is an NFC-enabled charging point, because here you get to see the NFC port where you must touch your card to pay. Here is the plug point where you have to plug it in the vehicle, and this charging station is manufactured by MassTech controls. Now here, what you get here is the three-phase circuit breaker MCB that is actually enabling this whole charging station setup. The cables writing go over there, and it is actually enclosed because there are people who would like to fiddle with the high voltage cables, and that's not a very good practice at all. This thing means that the charging station is about to be used. Okay. But unfortunately here in this case, we do not have the car charging right now at this moment, and this is the e-Verito D6 variant here. This vehicle gets to travel around 110 kilometers, and there are many more small charging stations that we see.
Wow, you know what? Our reach has moved to Kolkata all the way.
Exactly. This is one of the first times. Thank you, Anubhav. And we would like any of you watching, if you have a fast charger or a community charge point which you would like to list on a Recharge India app.
Yeah, just send us the details and we can list it up in the Recharge India app as we mentioned.
And we would like to extend our reach to all of India, every city, every village, and looking forward to contributions from all over.
Yes. So our second video for I Have the Power section is from Sudhir, and it's coming all the way from
China.
Wow.
So awesome. Let's take a look at it.
Hello all Plugin India viewers. My name is Sudhir and I'm currently living in China. So this is my first video that I submitted to Plugin India. Maybe in future I will submit more videos. So as part of first video, I just want to introduce you my e-bike. This is my e-bike. I'm using it from past 3.5 years. So this one is 60 volts, 20 amps I think, so approximately about 1.2 kilowatt hour battery. I bought this bike for about 26,000 rupees, and it's still going good. It's giving about 18 to 20 kilometers per one full charge. That works for me actually. I mean, that's not a bad range for me, because my office is just about 3 to 4 kilometers away, and I can do alternative day charging also. So it's not actually bad for me. Like 20 kilometers is not bad for me. In fact, when I first bought this bike, it used to give about 45 or around 45 kilometers. At that time I used to drive singly. Now the 20 kilometers which I just said, that's on doubles, like me and my wife drive. to office each day. So that's the range that I noticed when two people drive. I think for lead acid battery, after 3.5 years, 50%, nearly 50% drop. I think it's expected, and I'm okay with that. As I just said. Yeah, that's it for now. See you again in next video. Bye.
That was enlightening. They have separate lanes?
Yes, China has done a lot for electric mobility. It seems that they've got a separate lane for slow-moving electric scooters.
Very good. And I think we tried doing something like that. You know, there was in Bandra Kurla complex in Mumbai, we had cycle lanes.
I remember.
And I think a lot of other cities have these, but I think they don't last. I mean, after a while, either they just disappear or they become hawker points.
Yeah, they are overcrowded. There are cars parked over there. There are other two-wheelers which come and park over there. The cyclists just can't use them.
I think we really have to get these lane business going for you know,
to promote the use of electric vehicles, make it safer, and a preferred mode of transport.
Perfect. So shall we look at the next video?
Sure. This is a dealer from Nashik, and he sent us a video about using an e-cargo van, and Mahindra Industries is the name, and he has sent us a video about an electric cargo vehicle which has been manufactured by a company called Green Shuttle.
Let's take a look at the video.
तुम्हाला ग्रीन शटलची इलेक्ट्रिक गाडी वापरून कसं वाटतंय आणि तुम्ही त्याची निवड का केली?
निवड का केली सर गाडी ती कॉम्पॅक्ट आहे आणि आपल्या इंडस्ट्रीमध्ये 8 किलोचा माझा जास्तीत जास्त जॉब असतो आणि त्याचा डिस्पॅचेस टाटा DLK आणि रांजणगावला विदिन 10 किलोमीटरमध्ये असतं आणि ही गाडी ज्यावेळेसपासून मी यूज करतो म्हणजे गेल्या 2 महिन्यापासून मी यूज करतोय तर माझं अप्रॉक्सिमेट ट्रान्सपोर्टेशन 2.5 लाखाचं ट्रान्सपोर्टेशन हे सेव्ह झालेलं आहे आणि हे माझे एक्सेलचे रिपोर्ट सांगतात.
ओके.
गाडी यूज केली त्याला फक्त मी लेबर जो आहे म्हणजे ड्रायव्हर त्याचे फक्त मी 12,000 रुपये पे केले.
ओके, ग्रेट, थँक्यू.
Wow, he's actually transporting raw material from point A to point B
using an electric cargo van. Less than 3 lakh rupees, very affordable, folks.
Wow, Green Shuttle, great
Good job.
Great work.
We've got quite a lot of information about this on the Plug in India website.
And I think we have a dedicated page also for if you need to buy an e-cargo vehicle.
Right, we've given you a link in the description below. You've got eSupro, you've got Kinetic Green, you've got Gam Motors.
And lots of other different cargo vehicles, and they're quite economical.
Right, and we've done a video that we've done on eSupro.
Right.
The Mahindra eSupro, which over a period of 5 years seems to save 6 lakh rupees.
Wow. So if you're looking for a e-cargo vehicle, we said, we have a dedicated page, check it out. Our community charge point watch is the next thing that we're going to look at. And here we actually showcase any or AC or DC charging points in the vicinity of where you are. And you can
send in your submissions and we'll put them up on Charge Point Watch.
Yes. So the first one, Rafi.
Right. So
it's at Cross River Mall, New Delhi. Right. And it's been installed by EV Plug-in Charge.
Yeah, that's a new company. Yeah. And it's both AC and DC.
Hey, so that's great. You know, you have a charge point in the mall.
Right.
And just like Abhishek does it every time.
Exactly.
Go shop, chill, eat maybe,
and have the car charge and be ready for him when it's on its way out.
And Abhishek usually goes for a long drive.
Yes.
After that. So here you go. You have a convenient charging point at Cross Mall in Delhi. Moving to the second DC fast charging between Pune and Mumbai.
Mumbai.
Wow.
Right.
So that's going to be a great thing.
Yes, this has been a route that we've often used. A lot of Plug-in India community members use these routes, and now thanks to the effort of MassTech and Magenta, we've got a few chargers, fast chargers in between these routes, and I think Exicom also set up something there.
Okay, but have you taken your
T2PO? I did before the fast charger was set up, and of course my car is not fast charge capable, so I would still be using the slow charge.
I understand.
But I look forward to the day. I look forward to the day when we buy a new one.
So Rafi, let's look at the second DC fast charging point between Pune and Mumbai.
And yes, this has been set up by MassTech and Magenta.
Okay.
And way before they set up these points, the EV community of Plug-in India used to use these routes.
And we had set up a lot of charging points on that route.
It was set up by the community.
Yes.
And we used to charge at G3 Neral, which is a Mahindra showroom. And then we would go down to Lonavala, where there was a Smoky Mountain, what we called it.
Yes. I've been there too.
On the old highway, where Mr. Aladdin was courteous enough to lend us a charge point.
Perfect.
And then later on, we found Trinetra petrol pump, which is accessible from both sides of the road.
Great, yeah.
At Lonavala. And that's how we used to commute. And now we've got these quick chargers, and it's awesome.
Actually, so your T2PO and my Zero, we both can't take it to fast charging.
Exactly, we are fast charge capable.
If you have a fast charging vehicle, please
go ahead and use these fast chargers and quickly travel between Mumbai and Pune.
Perfect. Also to mention that if you have any videos or information about any charging points across in your vicinity,
send it over to us. We're looking out for them and we'll feature you on our community charge point watch.
Perfect. Now let's move to our giveaway.
Yes, a lucky Plug-in India supporter will get free Plug-in India merchandise.
Great, so let's do the scroll. And the winner is Mr. Sabin Matthew from Learn Engineering Channel. And what does he get?
He gets a Dump the Pump cap.
Wow.
Thank you, Sabin, for supporting Plug-in India.
So Rafi, there was this MassTech charging station thing that we had done last
we had a competition.
Yes.
And whoever went and liked up the page and went and followed Instagram and
of
MassTech,
yes,
they would be randomly picked, a winner would be picked, which would have a free MassTech power charging station installed in their premises.
So Rafi, can we announce the winner today?
Yes.
So who is it?
Is Bandstand Entertainment.
And if you're watching this show today,
Bandstand, congratulations, you have a brand new EV SE from MassTech Charging Solutions, all to yourself.
Yay! So thank you MassTech for sponsoring this charging station for us.
It's a wonderful thing to do to promote electric vehicles in this manner.
Great. So thank you for watching us and our show, and all the Patreon members
the YouTube members. Thank you very much. We are listing your names below in order to be able to give you due credit.
Do make sure to like, subscribe and leave a comment because we want to make this show better and better for you.
We are listening and we will make sure to act on the comments you give us.
So eyes out
and EV in.
Hi, so we're at Lavelle Road. We're outside Mr. Zaril Lobo's house, and thanks to him we have this lovely car that we're going to be using for the next 3 days that we're here. We're going to take it back to our hotel now, and then later we're going to go on to meet up with the various people that we plan to meet. And thank you so much, Mr. Zaril. As you can see, it looks really nice. He's done all these modifications. It looks incredibly premium. So check this out. This is one of the few E2Os that has an actual fast charge port. Mahindra promised this for every E2O, but they didn't deliver clearly.
Yeah.
It was great.
Yeah. So the road to Zaril's factory is a dirt road, and the E2O is handling it pretty cool. Oh, so cute.
This is on the hero body.
Did she? Oh.
Replica of New York. So that was one of the first games to actually do that in 2008. So the AI is so highly advanced. Like for example, if you go on YouTube, you will find entire